Alright, I'm in the attic. I take a little peek at a comic book gun. And comic book I got today. Spectre #1 from 1992. That is a cool cover. Can't tell right now, but it glows in the dark. All the white on this cover. You can feel it when you run your finger across it. Art by Tom Mandrake. He's pretty good. I like the way he does Spectres. I like the way, I like his style. I like the face he gives him. Alright, let's take a look gander here. There he is, Jim Corrigan. And walking through the slums, what it looks like, I guess. You got the guys who obviously look like, you know, street thugs. One of them has a skull shaved in the back of his head. If anybody actually did that before, or if that was just creative people's idea of punks, and hooligans and such. I always liked the Spectre. Spectre was always a favorite character of mine. But here he finds a man who killed him back in the day. You know, the Spectre is not a human. He's the spirit of vengeance. It was a human turned into the spirit of vengeance. And this guy, he said, 50 years ago they shoved him into a barrel of cement and tossed it into the river. Remember? What do you want from me? I want you to remember. Why? Because he's gonna kill you, that's why. He wants to kill you. He was about to do something. This lady walks in. I don't know, I've never seen this. I don't know if I ever saw this guy Tom Mandrake do anything else. I don't know what else he's done. But I like his stuff. Drive-by happens. Ooh, drive-by happens outside the hospital. Let the bullets go through him, because he's the frickin' Spectre. And he's pissed. And, yeah. He gets pretty creative with his executions here. The assholes who did the drive-by peeling out. Spectre peeking his head out from the street. Swallows the car. Sends them into another dimension. And here's where the creativity comes in. Oh, there they are. There they are. Now they're part of Spectre's hand. Each one of them is one of his fingers. You punks bring death to your neighborhood. With guns, with drugs, you deal death, and you feel nothing. It's time you learned how it feels. So, there his hand. He's got a hypodermic needle full of flames. Oh, and he sets them ablaze. Very, very creative. I wonder what the proper amount of drugs was to come up with a death like this when thinking about it, but either way, a good amount of drugs to come up with this type of death. And then they are back in reality, frying. Spectre with a sad face. Spectre with a sad face. But we could do a little skippy skip. Here he is back in the original old dude, dude he visited in the beginning. He's back in his room, back in his hospital room, and he wants in this guy's brain right now. And flashback, 50 years ago, Jim Corrigan, and there's him in the concrete drum, and they toss him in, and out comes the Spectre. Out comes the Spectre. But the old man in his young man mafia form, here he comes, same size as the Spectre. Stupid move, you moon-faced son of a bitch. This is my turf. You moon-faced son of a bitch. I think I'm gonna start saying that to people. I'm the boss here. This is my city, and what I want goes. You get an interdimensional gunfight. I like these one page pieces right here. So Spectre fights guns with guns. Turns his hands into guns. Well, this is like some sort of Godzilla scene on LSD. Instead of giant monsters, it's a giant ghost guy and a giant mafia guy. Look at his hands. His hands turned into guns. But yeah. He blasts him. He blasts him right in the chest with his Spectre guns. Sends him fizzling away. Spectre goes flying back. Spectre comes out of the guy's mind, back into the real world, and you were the last, my revenge is done, but I'm still not free. And there's still no rest. So he thought if he offed the guy who offed him, he'd be free of having to be the spirit of vengeance. And look at that. Look at that. This guy, Tom Mandrake. This guy was awesome. But I liked this series a lot. This particular series. They got very, very brutal in certain parts of this, certain issues of this one. I don't know how long this series lasted, but yep. 1992. That is the Spectre #1. Glow-in-the-dark cover that I don't know how to film. I don't know how to, I can't even take a good picture of this with it glowing in the dark. But that was another Tales from the Attic. I'll be back another time with some Some more comic book stuff to look at while I'm chilling up here. Alright, everybody. Have a good one.